This is a tutorial for some Unity and GitHub tricks to help get better at working collaboratively on Unity projects. So for general requirements, you're first going to want to have Git installed on your machine or just download GitHub desktop like I have for a nice GUI tool. Then make sure that you have your Unity project cloned from the repository and successfully opened in Unity. We're going to discuss some collaboration workflows that are popular in making software in general, and for this video we are going to be using a loose variation of a GitFlow. So in GitFlow you have a main branch that you barely ever want to directly commit to. A main branch is going to be a branch for milestone versions of software, like releases, beta versions, etc. Another important branch in GitFlow is the development branch, or develop branch. This is where your work in progress will be committed. This branch needs to compile and function ideally, so you don't want to commit directly to this branch either. So you may want to do things like merge features into your develop branch. Develop will be your primary branch for submitting pull requests, but more on that later. So if you can't commit directly to main or the develop branch, where do you push your changes? Feature branches are controlled by single developers usually. Generally, in collaborative projects, they have a task manager who assigns tasks to developers when they are available. A single task is then worked on by a developer in their own feature branch. So to start a feature branch, you'll want to create a branch off of develop branch. Is here. And so I would like to do a new branch, and I'll call it feature adding inventory, or I'll just say feature example, since I don't want to do anything significant. To start a feature branch, you first want to create a branch off of the develop branch. The develop branch is the work in progress branch, so it should have the latest code, approved changes from other team members in it. We want to include the latest team members' contributions in our feature branch, so to create a new feature off the approved commit in the develop branch, which is usually the latest commit in develop. Call the feature branch something distinguishable and maybe use task names or ID numbers if you have them. So then you want to make sure that you're in a feature branch now, and you can start work on your feature. Then, when you finish feature work, commit your changes to the feature branch and push to remote. So I'm going to do a very small change. Okay, so I've just made my one change in the feature branch. In professional software teams, you can't just merge your code without being certain that it won't break anything. You'll want a team lead to check your code to see if you've made any accidental mistakes, or if your code is in conflict with another person's feature. In order to check these things, you'll want to create a pull request. A pull request is a request to pull your branch into another branch. To do this, go to the GitHub website and choose pull requests. Pull requests. A new pull request from feature example to develop. You'll see that if you have any conflicts, if not, you'll see that you're able to merge. I can write a comment like looks good, and then click merge pull request. Confirm merge. And now we can see that the develop branch has recently had pulled in my request and has the example PDF. Now that your features have been merged into develop, you can delete the feature branch after it's merged into develop in order to keep the branch count down. You can go branch delete. Click yes, delete on the remote as well. And now it's gone. But you can see all the other branches develop. So if you're done with all features and quality assurance and testing for a release, you can either create a pull request into the main branch or have the tech lead merge the develop into the main branch. The main branch should then be tagged with the same version you assigned in your project. So that would be like the project version or the build number. And then this helps keep track of versions you release into the market. Go to tags, releases, so then let's say you just released a version from the main branch into the market and there's a bug that you didn't catch in QA and you need to roll out a hotfix. Time is of the essence when code is broken in production. We can skip some of the steps before to just make hotfixes changes go faster. Hotfix changes should be in their own branch just like features. Create a branch off of main with a name including what's been fixed in the hotfix and make your changes. Then, just like before, when you're done and push the hotfix branch to the remote, you can do a pull request and then merge into main. So then what happens when you accidentally push something you didn't mean to and you want to undo it? If it's just been done, stop what you're working on and simply just revert changes in commit. For my example, maybe I have a mistake here and I don't want to mess this up, so I'm going to make a new branch, call it mistake. And then I'm going to mistake. Okay, so then now, oh, I did a mistake. So I want to just revert changes. And now it just sends it back to what it was before. That's a revert. Now I don't want to keep this branch, so I want to delete mistake. Okay. So if your revert won't work because let's say you've done changes way back here in the commit history, then your project's going to want to revert to the state it was in that commit. So that's pretty useful if you want to, if you went down a path and then realized it was the wrong way to go and you wish you could go back in time to when you started that work and do it another way. create a branch off of here. We're going to call it time travel. Oh, I have a README, but it doesn't have all of the verbiage from before. So what you can do now is in your time travel branch, make changes to the README. Let's reveal. We have this change to our other branch, and so what I want to do now is delete the branch that has mistake code in it, but in this example I'm not going to delete main, but I could, and then make this the new main default branch and rename it back to main, and then it's like the bad things never happened. But let's not do that. I think it would be best for my sake just to delete this branch. And then now let's see if my README file, yep, it's back to the latest main commit, which is wonderful. And I think that's about it.